I wanted to take just a few minutes today to talk a little bit about the first week's assignment and your comments in the discussion board. It really was interesting to read your comments about the bishop's statement on renewing their commitment to education. I know that a lot of you felt strongly that it was a very positive sign that the bishops had written such a strong statement supporting Catholic education and the schools throughout the United States. If you just took that letter, you would have great hope that the future of Catholic education was going to be strong. Now, I also sent you a series of links to videos relating to Catholic schools that are closing or have closed recently. Some of you have already responded that it was rather depressing, rather disconcerting that so many Catholic schools have in fact closed. When you look at the toll that it's taking, as you see in those videos, from the faculty, the staff, the alumni, the students, and the surrounding community, you see the devastating impact that closing so many Catholic schools can have on a local community. It also says a great deal about our church and the lack of support for Catholic education. Now, when you take those videos versus the bishop's statement on renewing the commitment to Catholic education, there seems to be a disconnect. The bishops are saying, yes, we need to make sure that we keep Catholic schools viable, while on the other hand, we have Catholic schools closing and bishops saying we can't afford them any longer. I presented that during this first week to make sure that you understood that if you are going to be the principal of a school, your challenge is to make sure that your school is financially viable. The bishops can say everything and anything they want. The reality is that you, as the principal, need to make sure that your school is financially viable and can survive. As many of you noted in your discussions during the first week, if you are in an elementary school, the pastor oftentimes has complete control of the budget, and you don't have complete say. One of my personal beliefs is that if you're given the responsibility for making that school run, you need to be given complete authority regarding the budgets. The school should rise or fail on your ability to be the leader in that school from an instructional standpoint and also from a financial standpoint. Now, one of the things that we want to explore during the course of this semester is how can you, as the principal, make sure that your school is financially viable? Number one, it starts with enrollment. Without a strong enrollment, you're not going to really be around for very long. And as some of you have already noted in your particular schools this year, decisions have been made regarding whether your school will be around in its current configuration. Now, one of the things that you'll be covering during this coming week is the concepts that are presented in your textbook regarding the difference between financial planning and budgeting. There is a major difference between school budgeting and financial planning. This week you'll be seeing a PowerPoint that includes a lot of conversations about those differences. Because the reality is, you need to make sure that you are not just focusing on the budget, and the budget is simply what you're doing this year, but on financial planning. Financial planning means that you're looking at trends, you're looking at financial considerations, you're looking at enrollment projections. And then looking into the future and saying, what can we do? If we're going to start a new program, what's the cost of that? Just recently here in South Carolina, the governor made a great statement that she was going to really push to have technology in all of the schools throughout the state be equal. Give everybody 70-inch television screens and iPads and all of that. There has been a pushback on the other side saying technology is great. We would love to have new technology, but we need to make sure that our curriculum is such and that our evaluation of teachers is such that teachers have the freedom to create programs that will actually help students and not simply run through the standard curriculum that says on day 1 you do this, day 2 you do this, and so forth and so on. And if the student doesn't catch up, I'm really sorry, but that's their problem, not yours. As a principal, your charge is to make sure that your teachers are doing the best job and to make sure that they have the resources. You can only do that if you talk to people. Finding out what it is that teachers need to be better. Does that mean more professional development coming into the school or sending teachers out? Do they need new technology? Do they need new textbooks? Do they need additional time on your subject area? Those are the questions that you need to answer. And during the course of this semester, we're going to be looking at what you need to do as the principal who is in charge of the financial activities of the school, making sure that you're taking care of today's budget, but also making sure that you're taking care of the budget and the planning for the future. If you don't plan for the future today, when the future comes, you'll be totally unprepared for it. I hope these comments help. I really appreciate what you all have done during the first week or so of the course. Love reading some of the things that you're doing. We've got a diverse class. Some people are principals already. My hat is off to you for undertaking that incredible challenge. For some of you, you plan to be principals in the near future or administrators. That's also great. My job is to make sure that you're prepared for that job. I appreciate it. Have a good day. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to give me a call or email me whenever it is convenient. Thanks a lot and have a good day.